Northern Ireland Alternative Timeline Season 3 Episode 6 Stopping the Freedom. Northern Ireland News, brought to you by Fisher Oil. Fisher Oil. Oil you can trust to murder your environment. Hello and welcome back to Northern Ireland News. Breaking news. There has been a recent rise in bombs set off in the country. Paramilitary groups have taken responsibility for these bombs. These range from nationalist bombs and unionist bombs. We talk with some of the politicians who are in power who will be trying to affect change. So now we go over to the leader of the Peace Party who will be trying to affect change. So let's ring them up. So hello, welcome to the show. So you are, you're in the Peace Party? Well, yeah, I am, yeah. So what exactly will you be doing to affect change for this? Because this is a terrible campaign. 10 people have died just over the past month. So what exactly will you be doing? Well, I had this discussion before, but it clearly didn't work. When I tried to explain to people that prisoners will be kept, prisons will be created if violence continued, I didn't want this to happen. This was a terrible thing. Very, very terrible. I understand it can be difficult. People seem to think that violence is the answer. Can I explain to people, violence is not the answer. Violence is never the answer. Violence can only be the answer when you have a corrupt government. Violence can only be the answer if you haven't tried talking with actual purpose. Because talking should always be the answer first. I'm not saying violence doesn't work. I'm not saying talking works. I'm not saying talking doesn't work. I'm saying try talking first, because who at the end of the day wants people dying? Because you can only want that if you really have absolutely no empathy for those people. Because just because they're not your people, just because they're the enemy to you in your mind, that doesn't mean they're not people. Because what did they do? All they think, they're either mistaken or they're not mistaken. Either you're mistaken or they're mistaken, and that's in the end of the day. So either you're mistaken and you're committing a terrible atrocity on innocent people, or if they're mistaken and you're killing people who are just mistaken. And that's the thing, it's your job to try and convince them. And understand sometimes you can't convince people, but try and convince us. Try and convince the politicians. Voice your issues with us first, please. Don't go on this tirade of bombing, on killings, and all this violence. This shouldn't be the way things are done. So what will you be doing? Well, how about this? Police and the army were used in the past. Sometimes the only other alternative to that was, essentially a mob. And that's the issue. That's the issue. People have this idea that, that's it. No, we're developing our own area whereby, see, here's the thing. When I look back in history, people look at me and they think I'm relatively young for politics. I'm in my 30s. I haven't reached my 40s yet. So, I'm not exactly the most, I guess you could say, I am not the person with the most experience when it comes to the Troubles. But I am unlike other people in the sense that I actually studied what happened there. And what I studied is this, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll find out from your viewers that actually I was given a shite education and I was filled up with lies. But as far as I can see it, the British Army, and in fact any army, cannot really be trusted because they're a trained army, yet they claim at the end of the day there's stress. Yeah, I understand there's stress at the end of the day. Yes, I understand there is stress, but when you're a trained soldier, you really can't have the excuse that people have when they're a police officer. A police officer may go from being someone who just stops traffic and targets people who are driving too fast, and in a couple of years' time, suddenly now they're stopping criminals. Yeah, I understand. There's stress there. Things happen. But here's the thing. Armies cannot claim that. Because armies are put into war zones, and you don't want people in war zones killing innocent people. That's why we will not be using the army. There is no point in the army, and if the British government decides to use the army, we would not support that, because there is no point in using an army that has a history of not being really the best when it comes to actual control. I understand we've reformed over the years, but still, I'm not going to trust that. So instead, we're going to be using a different method. As of yet, we're still designing this method, but for now, we're going to have to deal with the steps. You see, I don't know how I'd put this. I'm kind of flustered in the way. I'm afraid we're gonna have to have some sort of a control of this. Okay, well, thank you for entering the show, and so he thinks he can just do that, does he? Well, I think he might be in a bit of danger then. Sir? Yeah? We've received reports that your life may be in danger. What do you mean? Apparently, some of the unionist paramilitaries have come to the conclusion that you need to be removed. Okay. Isn't that everyone? Not everyone, sir, but you're kind of high on the list. Okay, so, well, we're thinking of maybe putting you in some sort of protection. Protection? Yeah. Okay. So, if you could just stay in your home, we're sending out some security now. Oh, okay, huh? So what do you mean security? Well, you see, the thing is, sir, it appears that you may be killed. Yeah, but that's the risk of the job, isn't it? Yeah, but sir, it's just that, you see, it might not look very good if you are killed, because currently not all the policies you're putting through have really been put through yet. So if you're killed, well, we wouldn't want there to be a situation in which those policies are then got rid of. So if we could possibly just not have the hero attitude, and possibly if you could just accept the help we're offering you. No, I understand you're offering me help. I'm just saying, well, like, I'm just not. I don't really get what you mean by, because I'm just a bit confused as to what exactly, the motive for this, though. Like, what's the issue? What's our, you're in danger and we don't want to lose you. Fine, just putting the protection on then, I guess. Actually, a little question. What is the protection? I mean, I was pretty clear about this. We're not using the army, right? No, we're not using the army, no. We took your instructions and we, if you want to use the army, sure, we'll use them. No, I don't want to use the army. I find the army are not really trustworthy, but no offense to them. We're not using the police either, because I don't want to put police persons' lives in danger. That's not really supposed to be their responsibility. I'm not just going to get people to take it. I mean, I understand when they're part of a unit or something, when they're part of the special forces, but I would like a different method, if that would be possible. Well, sir, yeah, we are using a different method. They're a little bit more, I guess you could say, you might want to turn a blind eye to some of their activities. What? Well, they're a group that a lot of governments use around the world. They're They do a bit of cleanup generally, but, well, they also do these jobs. Okay. Well, I guess set them to work. Thank you for listening to this Smithco fiction political show. Northern Ireland Alternative Timeline was created by Smithco, with Smithco doing all the stuff involved. If you enjoyed this video, or didn't enjoy it but want to view others, you can visit the YouTube channel. You can look at other episodes, other videos. You can subscribe and other things. You can enjoy content. And well, there are other episodes available. There are other content available. And it's available on the Smithco YouTube channel. In fact, some of it is educational, some of it is entertainment, and more. So remember, go ahead, be informed.